Because we're so often carrying things when we walk around, maybe we have a shoulder bag or we're carrying some groceries, that really locks the upper body down and doesn't let it move naturally in a way that would give us a little bit more momentum and ease when we're walking. So it can be nice at the beginning of your walk to do something specific to wake up the natural rotation of the upper body and the arm swing. So we like to call this one the Nordic track. You're gonna just start by swinging the arms, one arm reaches forward and the other elbow can pull back behind you. But from the front, it's a pretty much straight forward, straight backward. There's not a big circle or side to side. So feel how in order to have a nice far reach forward, the chest can turn from side to side, but we're trying to leave the legs and the hips pretty stationary. And so once you get that alternation going, see how much of a feeling of like a pendulum, kind of dropping and swinging and just letting it be really easy. And you're breathing. And then just notice if there's one direction that feels easier than the other. Is it easier for your chest to turn to one side or the other? And if you find that, you might just go to the more challenging side and then back to the center and just practice a little bit, getting that stickier side opened up.
So if you want to work your arms a little bit too with this concept, you might even want to turn it into a little push and pull, almost like a punch, but adding the rotation as you're walking. And so one really nice thing you can do before you start your walk, you can bring your opposite hand to your knee. So just bringing it across. Exhaling, trying to keep your spine in neutral, tailbone is back, so watch we don't get into this kind of thing. Yeah, and then we can try bringing our arms up. Yeah, and then twisting the upper body a little bit with this. This is really good for our brains, so you can do a bunch of these. Exhaling as the knee comes up and rotating through the spine.
Since in an earlier week, we talked about how it's important to use the muscles behind the hip to give us a little push off and propel us forward in walking. Another version that we could do, instead of the knee coming up in front, you could think of your heel picking up like you're going to kick yourself in the seat from side to side. And then you could try reaching back. You don't actually have to tap the foot if that's a really far reach. We don't want the hamstrings to cramp, but just think of reaching the fingertips, opposite hand across toward that heel that's kicking up behind. And so then we're giving ourselves a little bit more warm up for propelling muscles.